you be okay with your friend doing business with your enemy?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I can't go to the Max B party because you're my friend. Yeah.
Why?
Because you my friend, nigga.
What?
You think you really know someone, Jim, until something wild like this drops? Milo just got caught on Instagram liking Max B and French Montana's new track right after leaving me, and people online are going crazy over it. Suddenly, things look messy for Maino and Jim Jones, the duo everyone knows as the Lobby Boys. What makes this even wilder is the timing. It's happening right before the big return of Let's Rap About It. It feels way too perfect to be a coincidence. And get this isn't only about Max B, Milo showing love to French Montana too. That's what really got people's attention. Everyone knows the history there, and those connections ain't something you can just ignore. Now here's the real question. What's Jim gonna do about it? Is he gonna check Maino face to face, or just act like nothing happened?
And that alone has people talking heavy. All of a sudden, things are...
Either way, this whole situation feels tense, and everyone online is already reading between the lines like detectives. The tables have definitely flipped, and it's starting to look like a plot twist straight out of the Lobby Boys story. People been whispering that Milo was slowly backing away from the podcast anyway, and this just adds more weight to those rumors. But here's the part that really got everyone looking sideways. Word on the street is Milo was caught vibing in the mirror to that new Max B and French Montana joint, and now folks are calling it a full-on loyalty test. It hits harder because Jim and Milo just had that heart-to-heart not too long ago about staying solid. And now this happens? Nobody's making this up. That's what makes it so wild. And Jim, man, that's supposed to be your boy. You always said, your ops are my ops, and my ops are your ops. That's the code. So, how did it even reach this point, champ? People were saying I was tripping for thinking Maino might have had something to do with that weird footage from Jim Jones's studio. The one with the lights off that made the whole scene look shady.
Saying something to you. I'm a loyal nigga at the end of the day. Before music. Let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you, David. Mr. David.
Dawood. I'm Dawood on this podcast.
I like that.
Crazy.
My Muslim brother. Check this out. At the end of the day, I'm a person that your enemies is my enemies. Because that's the love that I got for you. If we like that, then I'm gonna take on whatever it is that you got going on, and it's then I gotta feel the same way.
Now everybody's asking the same thing. Could Milo really be the one behind all this? It doesn't even sound that far-fetched anymore. People are starting to wonder if he might actually be the culprit, and that's got the whole scene buzzing. Some folks are even spinning wild theories, saying Milo could be working with the landlord to put pressure on Jim. At first, that sounds straight up crazy. But nobody was thinking like that until now. That's the real issue. Common sense flies out the window when the signs are sitting right in front of us. We literally just saw Milo showing love to Max B and French Montana's music, clear as day, and that's not a good look at all. It's like he's saying more with that double tap than words ever could. And you already know Jim's gonna feel some type of way about this. Especially right after Maino went public saying, "My loyalty's 1,000% with Jomo." Not once, but twice, like he was trying to make it stick. Meanwhile, everyone's turning on Jim, acting like he's the one stirring the pot, but I'm seeing this all unfold with my own eyes, and it's looking messier by the minute. I've got the receipts, every single one of them, and we're gonna break it all down soon, so hit that hype button and that like button, because this story is only getting wilder by the minute. But let's circle back to the madness. This situation is straight up messy, champ. It's looking more and more like not everyone is riding for Jim Jones the way Jim thinks they are. Max B's building real momentum again, and French Montana's right beside him doing the heavy lifting. Folks are slowly jumping on that wave, even if I'm not surfing it myself. Still, you can't just act blind to what's going on. Max's buzz is growing fast, and while I was scrolling through Instagram, something made me pause. Hard.
I got a relationship with him. So my whole thing is this. I really understand that I don't come from the same world a lot of people come from. If I got a relationship with you that extends past professionalism and it's personal, I'm at your home and I know your parents, right? I just don't feel right if you at odds with somebody else, right? Knowing that we got a personal relationship, going out my way to go congregate or party with them, right? Now, that's a choice. Seeing them somewhere else is not, right? Because two things could be true at the same time. I can respect my relationship that I got with you, but at the same time, it don't mean no disrespect to somebody else. It means that I'm just clear on.
There was brand new footage of French and Max turning up to their new single off Coke Wave 3.5, celebrating the vibe like they just dropped a hit. And then I spotted it clear as day, champ. Guess who smashed that like button? Yeah, Maino. No mistake, no slip up, just straight up support. When you like a post, you're showing love, point blank. And in this case, that love is being sent directly toward Jim's ops, and everyone can see it. Some people might brush it off, say it's harmless. But is it really? Let one of your own friends like a post from somebody you don't mess with and tell me you wouldn't look at them sideways. Let's be real, champ. Trust is everything. Once it starts slipping, everything else falls apart fast. You might want to slow it down and really take a hard look at what's happening. Ignoring it only makes things look crazier up top. And that's when everything starts heading left. The whole Lobby Boys situation is already shaky, and this Let's Rap About It podcast drama just threw even more tension into the mix. Ever since they took those shots at 50, the energy's been completely off, and everybody feels it. Now French and Max dropped that record talking slick like, ever since he left, it's more cars, more clothes, more shine. Cool, that's their flex. But look what's been happening ever since Milo jumped into that 50 situation. No lights, no heat, nothing smooth about it. The timing looks wild, and people online are definitely connecting dots, even if it's not totally fair. That's why the streets keep joking about a remix, but deep down, everybody knows this ain't funny anymore. You can't play both sides, Jim. That's not how the game works. Jimmy made it clear. If you're loyal to him, you can't be showing love or moving friendly with the ops. That's just breaking the code, plain and simple. And once that line gets crossed, it's hard to come back from it. That line's already been drawn clear as day. Remember when Dave had to explain himself just for showing up at a Max B party? He said he had his reasons, but even that caused waves. Now the spotlight's all on Milo, and people are asking, what's the reason this time? Why like French and Max record if that loyalty talk was supposed to mean something real? That's exactly what's making everyone start to question everything. I'm just gonna say it straight, champ. It's looking like Mono's moving tougher than Jimmy right now. Maybe he's doing this on purpose, because deep down, he knows nothing major is gonna go down. Jim can't check Milo the way folks expect him to, and that's why Milo's been moving however he feels. That's how it's coming across, and that's exactly what's making this whole situation so uncomfortable. Brooklyn moves different. Always has. That borough's known for slick behavior, quiet plays, and chess moves instead of checkers. So when people see Maino making these kinds of moves, the internet's split. Some are calling it strategic. Others are calling it snake energy. Either way, it feels like he's testing the limits, seeing just how far he can push it before somebody finally steps up and says something. Let's keep it 100. Jim's not going to press this issue, and everybody knows it. Be real for a second. What's Jimmy really going to do here? He didn't go hard when drama popped off before, so people don't believe he's suddenly about to draw a hard line now. That's exactly why folks feel like Mano's flexing his position, testing the limits, seeing just how much room he really has. And that's the bigger problem. Let's rap about it. Been looking shaky for a minute, and the whole Lobby Boys brand feels like it's starting to crumble piece by piece. The vibe's just off. No likes, no heat, and now you got Milo out here liking a Max B record? The optics are bad, champ, straight up. This whole situation looks messy from every angle, and that's where perception starts doing the real damage. Once the audience senses tension, every little move starts to look huge. A simple like turns into a statement, silence turns into an answer, and before you know it, people are picking sides without anybody even saying a word. That's how these situations spiral fast. And right now, even though nobody's speaking loud, the optics are screaming. What makes it worse? The timing couldn't be messier. The podcast already felt shaky, champ. The Lobby Boys brand was barely holding steady, and now this whole mess pops up right in the middle of everything. Instead of unity, it looks scattered and off balance. And in this game, Confusion is never a good look. People don't wait around for explanations anymore. They jump straight to conclusions. Now you got fans watching every little move, replaying old clips, and digging up those past loyalty talks, asking if any of those words ever really meant something. That's the part nobody can control once it starts. The narrative runs wild on its own, and it doesn't slow down for clarification. At this point, it's not even about the music anymore. It's about trust, power, and who's really standing where. Whether this gets addressed or ignored, the outcome's the same, because ignoring it doesn't make it disappear. It just gives the story more room to grow. Once that happens, champ, the damage is already rolling downhill. I'm just keeping it real. And here's what makes it even messier. Did Milo really forget that Max once dropped a track that crossed a serious line tied to Jim's family? That's not something you just overlook or laugh off. In Jim's world, that kind of disrespect never fades with time, no matter how long it's been. But the way Milo's been moving lately, it feels like he already forgot all about that. At this point, it feels like Milo doesn't even care. Champ, he already knows nothing major is going to happen. Let's be real for a second. What's Jimmy actually going to do about it? That's the question everybody keeps throwing around. From the outside, it looks like Maino feels untouchable, like no real consequence is ever coming his way. So he moves how he wants, says what he wants, and just keeps it pushing like nothing's wrong. And look, I'm not mad at Milo, but I see it for what it is. Let's not act like we don't know the history with Max either. Everyone remembers the tension, the disrespect, and all the behind-the-scenes drama that built this wall between them. That's why this whole thing feels off. The optics? Terrible. The timing? Even worse. And right now, the situation just looks flat out bad for everyone involved. So what happens next, champ? Does Jim even realize what just went down? And if he does, is he going to speak up or keep it quiet like before? I need to hear from you. Is Milo out of line, or is he just standing on business like he claims? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now, and before you go, make sure you subscribe to FameZar, hit that like button, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss the next breakdown. We've got way more stories, way more drama, and it's only getting wilder from here. Thanks for rocking with us, fam.
Would you be okay with your friend doing business with your enemy?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I can't go to the Max B party because you're my friend. Yeah.
Why?
Because you my friend, nigga.
What?
Yeah. Let me explain something to you. I'm a loyal nigga at the end of the day. Before music. Let me tell you something. Let me explain something to you, David. Mr. David.
Dawood. I'm Dawood on this podcast.
I like that.
It's crazy.
My Muslim brother. Check this out. At the end of the day, I'm a person that your enemies is my enemies. Because that's the love that I got for you. If we like that, then I'm gonna take on whatever it is that you got going on. And it's then I gotta feel the same way. I understand that I got a relationship with him. So my whole thing is this. I really understand that I don't come from the same world a lot of people come from. If I got a relationship with you that extends past professionalism and it's personal, I'm at your home and I know your parents, right? I just don't feel right if you at odds with somebody else, right? Knowing that we got a personal relationship, going out my way to go congregate or party with them, right? Now, that's a choice. Seeing them somewhere else is not, right? Because two things can be true at the same time. I can respect my relationship that I got with you, but at the same time, it don't mean no disrespect to somebody else. It means that I'm just clear.